Welcome to ZestifyUp. We're not here to entertain you. We're here to wake you up, transform you, and change how you see your own life. You've been manifesting every single day, not accidentally, not randomly, consistently. The only problem? You've been doing it unconsciously. Neville Goddard taught something most people overlook. Your imagination is not just a place where ideas live. It is the engine that shapes your reality. So listen carefully. In the next 9 minutes, you're going to see something most people never understand. Not because it's hidden, but because they never question what's happening inside their own mind. This might be the moment everything clicks. The moment you realize why things haven't been changing, even though you've been trying. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. I want you to realize that you are not stuck because you are lazy. You are not stuck because you lack discipline. You are stuck because you are standing in the wrong part of your life. You are standing before it happens, and you have been standing there for years. Look at your life. Wake up, check your phone, go to work, think about what you want, feel that quiet frustration, tell yourself, soon, go to sleep, repeat. Every day feels different on the surface, but underneath it is the same loop. You are living in the same moment over and over again. Right now, this is the moment before everything changes. The money is not here yet. The relationship is not here yet. The opportunity has not arrived yet, and your entire identity is built around waiting for that one moment. But here is the uncomfortable truth. You are not moving closer to that moment. You are recreating the same before again and again because of one simple habit. I will be successful. I will make money. I will find love. It sounds positive, but it is quietly destructive. Because every time you say, I will, you are telling your brain one thing. Not now. And your brain only understands now. It does not build your life based on later. It builds your life based on what you believe is true right now. So it gives you more of not now, more waiting, more delay, more almost. That is why nothing shifts. Not because life is against you, but because you keep placing your life in a place that does not exist, the future. Now this is where everything changes. You have been trying to move toward the event. That is the mistake. You do not go to it, you go past it. Picture your life as a straight line. You are here. What you want is ahead. In between is the event, the moment everything changes. You have been trying to walk to that moment slowly, carefully, with effort and doubt. But that path is full of resistance because you are emotionally attached to something that has not happened yet. Now do something different. Jump, not to the event, beyond it. 3 months after, let me repeat it, yes, 3 months after. Why 3 months? Because by then the emotion is gone, the excitement is gone, the anxiety is gone, the will this work is gone. And what is left is something much more powerful, normal. You wake up and it is just your life. That is the key most people miss. Your brain does not believe what feels exciting. It believes what feels normal. So if your dream still feels intense, dramatic, emotional, it still feels unreal. But when it feels ordinary, your brain accepts it. So instead of trying to feel excited about your future, you make it feel normal, almost boring. That is where things start to lock in. Now from that place, 3 months after everything worked, you turn around and look back, and you say, yeah, I remember when that happened. That is the shift. Not hoping, not chasing, not trying to believe, just remembering. It happened. Simple. Done. Think about yesterday. You do not question it. You do not analyze it. You do not wonder if it is real. It just is. That is the feeling you need. Now apply that to what you want. I remember when the money came in. I remember that call. I remember sitting there thinking, finally. Notice how calm that feels. No pressure, no urgency, no desperation, because memory has no anxiety. And your brain treats memory as fact, not possibility, not hope, fact. So when you repeatedly feel something as a memory, your brain starts to accept that version of reality as true. And once that shifts, everything else follows. You start thinking differently without trying. You notice opportunities you used to ignore. You take actions you used to avoid. You carry yourself differently in conversations, in decisions, in risk. And life starts responding. Not because of magic, but because you are no longer the same person waiting for it. You are the person it already happened to. And here is the part most people resist. You do not need more time. You do not need more information. You do not need a better plan. You need to leave the moment you are stuck in. That moment right before it happens is where most people spend their entire lives, always preparing, always waiting, always close, but never there. Think about it, always wanting, but never there. You have to move, not forward, beyond. Use the imagination of your mind and jump to a random day 3 months after everything worked out. You are not celebrating. You are not excited. You are just living your life. And then a thought crosses your mind. I remember when everything changed. That is the doorway. Not intensity, not force, not motivation. Certainty. Quiet. Simple. Unarguable. It already happened. And if you can hold that feeling even for a few seconds without snapping back into doubt, something starts to shift. Not outside first, inside. And that is where everything begins. So tonight, do not chase your future. Go past it. Sit in a life where it is already normal. Look back, remember it, and fall asleep as the person it already happened to. No effort, no forcing, just remembering. Because here is the truth, and you need to hear this clearly.
You are not waiting for your life to change. Your life is waiting for you to stop living in before. If this hit you, I don't want you to just feel motivated. I want you to feel uncomfortable. Because if you're honest, you've been living in before for years. Same thoughts, same delays, same almost. Different day, same life. And deep down, you already knew that. So don't just sit here and nod. Do something different. Tonight. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight.
Because this only works if you stop thinking about it and actually step into it. And listen carefully, this matters. If you watch this, feel something, and then go back to your normal thinking tomorrow, nothing will change. That is why most people stay stuck. Not because they don't know, because they don't apply. So here's the line. Either you go back to living in before, or you start shifting today. And if you're serious about that shift, this is exactly what we build on ZestifyUp. Not surface motivation, not empty noise. Real shifts in how you think, how you feel, and how you move. So if you're tired of repeating the same cycle, subscribe and stay close, because this is just the beginning. And one more thing, watch this again. The first time you heard it, the second time it will click, the third time you'll start becoming it. And when that happens, your life will not slowly improve, it will shift.
Now go test it tonight.